first thing I like to do, if this guy lines up on whichever side he wants to, my first thought is, most likely he's going to want to take me this way, right? He's going to want to chop me over that arm and grab that wrist, and then we'll start working from there. So, when the whistle blows, when I'm on bottom, I try and lean away from that side, right? So all my weight's going this way. If he tries to chop me that way, there's just no weight on that arm for him to chop. Once he figures out, he's gonna still do what his brain tells him to do, which is gonna be to chop me this way. What I like to do is once he starts chopping me, my elbow touches the mat, my wrist and my hand. It doesn't sit like this. My wrist goes out along with my elbow. So I'm like this, my wrist comes out. Now, if Gray wants to try and go underneath my arm and grab my wrist, he's not able to, just because my wrist is like that. But if I'm like this, and Gray goes under, he's gonna have my wrist. He's gonna probably drive me over that arm again. So off rip, I'm gonna lean off. Once he chops, my elbow hits the mat. My wrist goes out. Now this is where my feet start to move. I'm gonna windshield wiper my feet. This right foot's gonna replace my right hand. It's gonna come all the way up here. And now I'm gonna start wrestling back into Gray. Now once I'm in this quad pod, this left elbow is still gonna be by my hip. And I'm gonna start fighting this hand right here. Once I can take this hand off, I can start sitting in a chair and getting pressure back into him, and then I can hit him. Gray's on top. He lines up on this side. I'm gonna lean off first. So it's like, doop, my whistle goes. I'm here, lean off. He chops, my elbow touches the mat, my wrist goes out. My right leg is gonna replace my right hand, and my right hand's gonna come up, and I'm gonna start wrestling back into Gray. Once I have this here, I'm gonna seal the side that he's on, and I'm gonna start peeling the hand opposite. And I'm gonna start sitting in the chair, get my hips away. You see this space right here? This is what we wanna create when we're on bottom. We don't wanna be like this. Once we're like this is where he can start trying to lift me and return me back to the mat. As soon as I get my hips here, he's not gonna be able to lift or return me at all. Now we hip punch. Remember what? Remember the hip punch drill at the beginning? Take one of those. Any questions? Let's try it. 1, 2. Let's go.